Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, we back. We back. Thank you for coming back to the podcast. A little channel that we have going on. Um, Appreciate you guys, whoever's tuning in. I was waiting on a co-host, but I think he's probably still out working. So whenever he comes in, we'll just bring him on. And if anybody wants to come on the live and talk or speak, you're welcome to do so. You can just hit the link and you can just join the live at any time. I have no problem with that. So welcome, guys. My name is Brian. I'm the owner of One Touch Detailing. Um, been detailing for many years, business wise. Been detailing for 2 years, business wise, but hobby wise, well over 10 years. Um, so I'm just here, man, to just basically freestyle and talk to you guys. Nothing specific. Just to come on board. I recently upgraded my vacuum and took that out of it. Well, I have a vacuum. What I did was just basically bought a vacuum hose, 50-foot vacuum hose reel. Vacuum hose. I didn't buy the reel yet. I bought the vacuum hose and I basically bought a garden hose too, and put it on my van just so I can have it wrapped up. But I got tired of picking the vacuum in and out of the van, so I decided, you know what, why not just go ahead and buy a vacuum hose rail. And for the time I've been doing mobile, I didn't even never really think about it. It never crossed my mind till my boy brought it up. Wash, he brought it up to my attention, like, yo, why you just don't get a vacuum hose rail, man? I'm like, dang, you right, man. So that's what I ended up doing, buying a vacuum hose rail. Thanks for joining the live, whoever's on. You can drop a comment, or if you want, you can jump on the panel. And if you're a detailer, you could tell your story, or you could just come on and talk whatever amongst, you know, just each other and whatever you want to do. But appreciate you joining the live. But yeah, so it been going pretty good with having the vacuum hose. It's kind of frustrating wrapping it up, and I bought some Velcro straps to keep it together. Um, so it's kind of annoying doing that, but it's way easier than having to pick the vacuum up, bring it out the van, drag it around the car. The list goes on. The extension cord gets unplugged, or the vacuum hose gets unplugged, cord gets unplugged. So it gets kind of annoying after a while. So I pretty like it. Also with that, what I did was I don't have it next to me. I would have showed you guys, but I purchased it's a remote clicker, so it works up to like 100 yards. So what that allows me to do is turn the vacuum on and off while I'm working. Um, the vacuum stays in the van. I got the vacuum hose with me. I can be inside the car, and all I got to do is just hit my clicker. I could turn it on or off, which is a great thing I'm glad I added to my van. Um, my air hose, I use that kind of all the time, so that will stay running for like pretty much 90% of the time. But a vacuum, I don't use 90% of the time. So if it ends up getting on the floor, I don't want a whole bunch of rocks getting into the vacuum or sand. So I have the option to turn it off, or a customer is talking to me and the vacuum is just running. I have the option to turn it off, which is it's great, man. It's been working very nice. I like it. The next is just figuring out, do I want to purchase a vacuum hose rail, or do I want to get creative and try to figure out some type of way to make a rail out of something, maybe a garden hose, not a garden hose, but the garden hose, uh, rail ones, or I figure something out if I have to. But if nothing doesn't look like it's gonna work the way I want it to, I'll probably just go ahead and spend the money and buy the rail. Um, and that's another thing with that, man. Just been having a rough week. Things been breaking. Um, past 2 weeks, I should say. My pressure washer got messed up, and that kind of put me in a jam for the day. Not a whole week, not 2 weeks, but put me in a jam for the day. But what kind of saved me was I keep my receipt. You know what I mean? So I have my receipts, and I was able to go back to my emails and show them that I bought this item back in March, and I was able to just go ahead and return it and reset back up my van, which is a good thing, you know. So I recommend you a lot of details. Make sure you get to pay for whatever warranty that they have, that you could bring it back and be able to get you know, be able to get your things back fixed because that warranty, yes, it's a couple of extra dollars in the beginning, but it's going to save you in the long run, you know. Just having that extra warranty. And if you're not for paying for the extra warranty, make sure you just have some reserve funds put to the side, because things happen. Um, times when I've been working, it's been recently happening in the past 2 weeks. I've been working the previous day. I've been working in the past previous minute. It's two different scenarios. So one was I was working on the trucks that I do, um, and I already pre-washed the trucks and everything. Now it's time for me to foam up the truck. Um, I filled up my foam cannon. I'm pouring water in my foam cannon from the pressure washer gun, and power is on. No power, no pressure. Turn the power off. Turn the power on. I plugged it back in. Hit all the reset buttons on the power washer, the generator, and I get nothing, man. I'm like, man, this thing is shot middle of the job, you know. So um, having that warranty saved me because I didn't have to scramble for any funds that I didn't have or I did have. I didn't have to go scramble for that. All I had to do was simply just put it back in the box with all the components and just return it, which I'm very happy that I did that. Um, it's crazy. And then another scenario. So I think it was 2 days ago. Actually, I was working my air compressor gun working perfectly fine, no problem. Went to go do a job the next day, it's not working. So I had to do that detail by old school, which is not a problem, but that's with the old school detailing with the brushes and you're really getting down to the style, you know. Um, but I end up fixing and replacing that. But the story of that is just make sure you have receipt for everything, or if not, reserve funds so you could go ahead and go get whatever equipment you need to get and replace it because um, like me tomorrow, I have two jobs. I have no downtime to be down trying to replace something, and I have money coming in. You know what I mean? So you just gotta go ahead and just um, close your eyes and just buy it. You know, this is part of the business game, and it sucks when you have to spend money stupidly. I would say stupidly because it's not a major thing right now for me. What happened with my thing, my air compressor rails is leaking air. Um, but I can fix it. It's not a problem fixing it. But I fixed that air compressor rail twice already. I changed the line, and now it's leaking air. So it's like at some point in time, that thing is gonna give again. So it's like if I fix it, you know, I may have a chance of having a little bit more longevity, but it's still giving me an issue. So I went ahead and bought another one, and we'll fix that at a later time, just in case the new one that I bought breaks, even though that has a warranty. So I have a little method of my madness. I try to buy two of everything, even though I don't need two of everything. But things happen. I think for my pressure washer gun, I have about three foam cannon guns. You name it. I think everybody probably has more than four. But this goes on. I think that with everything that's going on with the industry, the market, with the prices and everything, I think that you should be more prepared, properly prepared, over prepared for all your equipment, all your tools. Like Tire Shine right now, I get 5 gallon. I'm about halfway through with my 5 gallon. I'm thinking about getting another one now because I don't want to wait. And this guy tells me, hey, you got to wait 2 days, uh, or you got to wait a week. No Tire Shine right now. I can afford to have somebody tell me that I have to wait. We're a business, so we have to properly prepare ourselves um, for situations like this. It's not their fault that uh, the economy is in a bind right now where everything is on a hold and it's not pushing the way it should be pushing. So you just got to properly prepare yourself. Right now we're getting close to winter, even though we're in August, we're getting close to winter. So you have to think ahead and properly prepare yourself ahead. So what can you do to say, hey, all right, winter is coming. Uh, I have to set these things as far as how can I get customers to come in? Winter's coming, it's going to slow down. Some people take a vacation if you have it that way, but I work year round as long as it's not too cold to work. Excuse me. Um, yeah, I work year round as long as it's not too cold to work. Uh, Last year, November was my first year doing mobile detailing, and I think the coldest temperature I detailed in was 2 degrees, which was insane. It was crazy. I had multiple layers of clothes on, which was ridiculous. I could hardly move. Um, the, the chemicals I was spraying on the car was just freezing. I had the car running with the heat on blast. Um, I'm literally telling you, I spray it. I'm like I'm wiping ice crystals. Um, so I had to detail that car with the steamer, which it came out very well. Detailed the car with the steamer, but you know, just got to know your limit. And that was my first year detailing in the winter, so I kind of know my limit for this coming winter. After a certain temperature, you know, we both were, I would have to reschedule the customer if the temperature changes or um, whatever, based on condition, because it's extremely too cold sometimes, and it's not worth it. Your body's going through pain, and you're putting yourself through all that stress um, for a couple bucks, and you're not looking at the longevity of it. That you know you're gonna get sick, or you might catch a cold, you might catch a flu. The list goes on, and you're a business person. You can't put yourself through that, especially if you're one man guy, or even if a 2 man guy, because you get a 2 man guy, you still are the main guy of the business. You're not gonna give this guy a van to drive it unless you feel comfortable enough, or unless you know the guy enough. But if it's just some Joe off the street, you're not gonna say, "Hey, come to my house or come to the storage or wherever you got your van parked at and just come drive your van." You know, unless they've been working with you for a lengthy uh, amount of time, and then it's a trust there, then there won't be an issue. But the way that things are going right now, nobody's really working long term. You barely find anybody for work. Can't help, get no help. Um, it's not much. So you have to properly book, properly schedule your appointments correctly because it's hard to find work. Sorry, not work. Sorry about that, guys. We're live. It's hard to find good help that's going to stick around and want to actually learn the business and um, be involved in the business. It's hard for that. Hey, thanks for joining the live. Whoever's on here. Um, appreciate you, whoever's on here. Like I said in the past, you could type in the comments if you want to type in the comments, or if you want to jump on the panel and have a conversation with me. If you're a detailer or an entrepreneur, or if you just want to talk, you can jump in the panel. But I kind of lost my flow there. But yeah, man, you know, the game is changing for the detailers right now, where companies are contacting detailers, such as like product companies, people that sell products, or people that sell chemicals. Um, and if you have a good number of followers, or if you know how to create contact, these companies are contacting you and saying, "Hey, we wanna talk to you, and we wanna work with you and do some business with you." Um, and some offer free things, and some offer money. All depends on what you what you're okay with in accepting. But my point is just it's changing for detailers, which is great. Um, we're now getting looked at as a business, as a corporation. That's what's basically contacting us is corporations. They're looking at us and saying, "Wow, these small business guys are doing something different. They're taking the art into doing these things." Like car dealerships are not doing detailing anymore. They're doing a simple car wash, um, wipe down on the interior, and a simple vacuum. They're not cleaning these cars the way they're supposed to clean. So customers are getting pissed off, and they're now what they're doing is making a report on the business page, or Google. Sorry, everybody goes to Google when they're mad because now the car is not properly cleaned. It's a brand new car. They just received it, and this is a big dealership, whoever it is. So now they're pissed off. So now this is where the detailers get recognized and say, "Hey, it's the local detailer that's in the neighborhood, whether you're mobile or you have a shop." Um, and a lot of these companies are building contracts with us. And mind you, we're a small business, and these are big companies looking out to us. Some of us, we have to put the footwork. Not all companies are going to contact you and say, "Hey, we're Joe, and we want you to work with us." Not all companies are going to do that. But you have to go out there and put the footwork in there too, and put your business card to meet some of these managers, meet some of these owners, CEOs. The list goes on, and put your business card there, and possibly you meet whoever you need to meet. But my point is, again, it's going somewhere where we can make more money than just doing a detail on a car. Um, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. Um, they're with the rails. When we post these things, our views are going crazy, and this is where you get the content creators, with the companies contacting you, asking you to, "Hey, can you work with us to do whatever they're looking to work with them about?" Um, list goes on. Check my phone here, guys. I'm in the middle of live, but we're gonna check the phone. I'm trying to get my co-host on here. Um, Try to talk with us as well. Hey, what's going on? Whoever's viewing it live, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? I was just talking for a few. Trying to get my boy on here, watch back shine. Um, Trying to contact him now through the phone. Um, don't mind me if you're live. But come on board and type in the comments, say hello. Want to come on the panel? You got a business? You're an entrepreneur. or you just want to say hello, you could come on board as well. Just trying to get my guy on here. I think he might be still working. Yeah, he might be still working, but yeah, man. So I like how the business is really upturning for detailers. You don't find that a lot of small companies or small business owners get contacted by a bigger business wanting to do business with them. Even if we step our foot into their door, asking to get their business, you don't find that often where these bigger companies say, "Okay, we'll take your business." Mind you, we're small. So you got to appreciate those opportunities when a company accepts you for your business. And that, I think that's going to go take us a far way, and put a bigger name on ourselves because it's opened up a lot of doors to do bigger and better things. Um, when you in the community, I'm pretty sure every state is different. Um, but when you're in a community and certain companies start to recognize you and start contacting you, what that does is grow your business and get you further and further out there. So, as long as you have the proper tools and things in place, um, that will make your business open up and expand where you can get employees and whatever you could probably do. Whatever you decide to do, the list goes on. It's so many things you could do with this business. You can do with the marketing, shirts, hats. This is right off the top, and I don't have this in mind for myself because I have the ideas in play, but right now for me to um, go that route before I go into what I was going to say, but for me to get into that route, if I wanted to sell shirts, hats, um, I have to. It's a lot of time and energy I have to put into it. That's one. Um, Two, with the shipping and everything, and that's the part of the time and energy. I'll have to go to the post office, mail these things out, or find somebody that could do that for me. I think it's just time consuming right now when I have other things in the business that I want to worry about, but other people are doing this. Let's go back to what I'm saying. So, shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies. I even seen socks, um, rags, chemicals. Um, th- Things going crazy, man. Tire shine, and these companies are working with us, and and it's opening doors. It's actually changing people's lives. Um, You got to be motivated. You got to be a go getter. You got to be somebody that's hardworking because they're not gonna just hand you this and say, "Here, we want to work with you," and you just yeah. You got to keep that momentum going. Got to keep that positive energy going. But you know, I like that how it's going. It's shifting. Um, so I think that's a good one. Been talking for a while. Oh, somebody's on here, man. Hey, thank you, man. What's going on? How you doing? I didn't even know somebody's on here. I'm sorry, I just seen your comment, man. Just seen your comment, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Um, appreciate that. Thank you, man. I'm still learning this thing and just trying it out. It's not easy coming on the mic and talking kind of like talking to yourself. It's not that easy, man. So it's like something I gotta get used to. Um, I usually have a co-host, so it's kind of a lot easier to go back and forth to have a conversation with. The days that I have a topic, it's nothing. It's a breeze, you know what I mean? But um, I just wanted to come on and just really talk and drop some tips if I could. Just to talk, you know what I mean? But how you doing, man? What do you do on YouTube or what do you have a business? What's going on? Still trying to get my guy on here, man. That dude got to be out there working. He's in the West Coast, so his time frame is totally different from where we are. Unless I don't know if you are in the East or West neither. But, man, I was gonna end the live until I seen you on here. I'm not sure if you want to get on board, but you can if you like to. If not, I'll just end the live in about 2 minutes, or you could just say, "Hey, maybe next time," or you do want to get on, or you could talk in the comments, man. We could chop it up in the comments if you don't mind. You know, my thing is just watching. No problem, man. My thing is I just want to see entrepreneurs, detailers, just all win on an equal level. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be so a competition. You know what I mean? Like, yo, there's so many cars, there's so many business out there. Like, why you think it's a McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's all together? You know what I mean? They look at it as a competition, but it's a form of business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the way they do it. So I can't explain it too much, but you know what I mean? You're going to a food area. It's like you're going to the mall. You know that, all right, I go to the mall, it's a shopping area. So, you know, y'all look at that, when I see that, y'all be like, oh, it's competition. But no, I feel like it's a business um, attraction. Like when people drive by, well, now they got to pick and choose, man. Do I want Wendy's? Do I want McDonald's? Do I want Burger King? And they all around the corner from each other. You know what I mean? You know, I think like it's purposely done. It's like you go to the mall and it's a fast food court. You know what I mean? So you go to that fast food court, it might be 10 other joints right there. You know what I mean? So it's just attraction. You know what I'm saying? It's not competition, and people want to take everything and mix it from competition. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. There's plenty of money out here for the world, man, and people get so greedy and don't understand that. They just did a what was it, the Powerball? That was for like $1 million, $1 billion. Sorry, that was for $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure in another year or two, they're gonna have another one for $1 billion. So man, there's so much money in this world, man, to go around, and that's just off a lotto. That's not off of no business stuff, and people just lose their mind when it comes to money, and they mix things up. You know what I mean? Especially family, close friends. Um, you know, because when you start to earn a certain amount of money, you got to change your lifestyle. You got to change your personality. You got to change who you are because you're gaining a different revenue now. You can't be the same guy that you was when you was getting a lower income. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you can't be the same guy you was when you was getting a lower revenue. So you have to change your mindset. Especially a business owner, meeting different kind of business owners. You know, these guys are multimillionaires. You know what I mean? And you're like I said, I got to be real because I'm a small business owner. You're a regular small business owner. Um, these dudes getting money by the by the book, man. So you can't go in there um looking crazy and not presenting yourself well. No uniform on. You know what I mean? Like and that's what these guys are doing, man. And then they want to get mad when it's no money coming their way. You know, because you guys are so focused on the competition and not learning why is Joe getting so many customers? What is he doing? Speak to the guy, call him. Maybe he might want to talk to you too. You never know. But everybody want to be so divided and worry about, man. I, I ain't gonna call this guy, man. I'm trying to get my own money. You know what I mean? Y'all dudes could possibly work together. You know what I'm saying? Make money together. You know, it don't got to be an everyday thing, but you know, you might overwork, get overworked, or It might be something that you can't even do. Not everybody, a detailer, know how to do certain things. You know what I mean? So it might be something that you know how to do that this dude know how to do. You don't got the time to do it, man. If you want, you could send the work that way, or he can help you do the work. You know what I mean? And you guys both get the money together. But uh, a lot of people don't like to think that way. They want to get the money themselves, and they want to just pocket it all and take it for themselves, and feel like it shouldn't. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's the year we in, and that's how things are going. But yeah, so having malfunctions, I'm messing things up. So I think it's about a good time to wrap everything up. So I wanted to say thank you for everybody that joined the live. Um, thank you for joining the comments, our options. I appreciate it, man. Um, if you're not, please subscribe to the channel. If you like what I'm doing, hit the notification button, man, so you can get like the notification every time I go live. If you're not already doing so, um, but the main thing, subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Let's build the channel up. Let's build this, and let's motivate everybody. Everybody that's um, on the YouTube should be following each other. You know what I mean? Somebody subscribe and comment on your thing. You should go back and subscribe and maybe drop a comment back too. You know what I mean? Like everybody trying to build their YouTube. Everybody trying to build their subscribers. So you know what I mean? It's just showing love, man. Everybody just somebody comment on your thing, man. You comment back and you go subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? That should be vice versa, man. So um, I'm not sure if I'm subscribed to your joint, man, but I definitely will go subscribe to your channel if I'm not already doing so. Um, and hey, thanks for joining the live. Whoever's on here, I'm not sure if that's you back. I can't tell, but I think I'm gonna end it now, man. And thank you again for joining the live. I appreciate it. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for watching. Um, if my boy come back, I come back live and I wanna have a real discussion. And I'm supposed to finish up this interview. If you haven't watched part one of the interview with my boy Watch Wax Shine, based out of California, you can watch the interview. It's already up, posted. That was a great interview, man. Part two is gonna be even better. Um, talking about products, tools, how did he get started with using the tools he have versus using the tools he have now. 'Cause things change in the game. Things change um, by centuries and decades. You know how things goes, man. Everybody knows that things change. Cars change. People change. So you know, it's just certain things I would like to get back into and re-interview him and just ask him a few more questions and get more in depth. And if you're a detailer watching, hit me up in my message, my comments, um, and let me know that you would like to do an interview and we can set it up. Do a nice interview and cause some attention and get you some exposure. And not just that, it's to tell your story. You know what I mean? Like how you got started, what made you want to do detailing, what gives you that passion, what makes you want to go hard every day to get up and do a car. When you work at 9 to 5, you like, man, I gotta go to work. Like, you know, me, I know when I get up in the morning, I rush to get up to do a detail. Like I love doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you have that same energy, it's like, what makes you want to do that every day? Um, because everybody's story is different. Everybody has a different story why they detail. Um, some people obviously do it for money, but some people actually have a story behind it, and that's the great part about detailing. Everybody has their own startup story and how they got started into detailing. Um, you know what I mean? And it's beautiful, man. When I talk to so many details, hey, how you got started, and hear their stories, like, yo, wow, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I started with 2 buckets, or I started with 1 bucket, or I started at a local car wash, or I started detailing when I was 6, or I started detailing when I was 7 or 10, 13, whatever the age limit is. But, you know they just grabbing that passion at a young age and continuing it as an adult, you know, it's just it's just a passion. Somebody love cars so much they turned it into their own job, and instead of working with somebody, they just decided to pick up a bucket and a sponge and some other chemicals and tools and say, "Hey, I'm gonna wash a car and be a detailer." And whoever decides to pay for it, pays for it, and whoever doesn't, whatever. But I like it, man. Not just for the money, but I like it with my customers, man. To my customers, and the car is done, and just the reaction on their face. Oh my God, that's my car, or oh my God, my kids can't get back in my car. I'm not never eating food back in my car again. Like to just hear that from your customers, um, and knowing that you started your business from the ground up, and to hear people that you don't know to tell you these things is like a great feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. It makes you want to do it more. I mean, that's me. That's my passion. It makes you want to do it more. You know what I mean? Um, Sometimes, my passion is yes, you paid for X, but sometimes I do XX. You know what I mean? I always do a little bit more because my passion into the business is crazy. Thanks for the joining the live. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you. But it's just the passion I have for the business, man. It's crazy. Like I don't know. I just always put in my best effort. Like even if I have 2 appointments or 3 appointments booked on the same day, you know, I don't rush to get that car done. I just take my time, and it still gets done in that same fashion because I have certain steps that I do, and it just comes out the same every time, every car, no matter what kind of car, no matter what kind of fabric. The steps that I apply, it just works. You know what I mean? I have a method that works. It's great. I can't wait to teach this to nobody. You know what I mean? But with that, it takes time to find somebody that's great help that want to stick around. I found one kid now. Um, I like his attitude. I like his energy. I think he might want to stick around and want to learn some more. So I'm hoping that's going to work out because if that is, I can gain more customers daily, more customers weekly, more customers monthly. Um, I can do more. You know what I mean? Me one by myself, one car. Sorry, not even just one car, but trying to do multiple cars is hard. You know what I mean? They're in the same spot. It's not a no brainer. It's not a problem. But if you have to go to different locations, um, you know, it's a lot better having that extra help to cut down the time and the detail. You know what I mean? You don't lose you don't pick up the speed or anything like that, but just to cut down the time a little bit, man, and um to still keep the customer happy. So, if we had 2 guys or 3 guys, you know, it would be great. You can move through pretty quickly and pick up more business for the day, um, and not lose quality because that's my thing. I don't want to add employees, build a bunch of customers, and start losing quality of the work. I want my quality of the work to stay the same as in when I started from day one, the same grind. You know what I mean? Don't come up with me no lazy energy. You know what I'm saying? Like my business attitude is very strong, it's very positive, and I don't need nobody to come work with me that's gonna do less work, less be less productive than me. Um Yes, that person got to learn, understand. You got to train that person. But yes, and also yes, it's my business. I understand that I'm always going to go harder than that person. But you know, if I'm going to be paying you pretty okay money, like you to put in some work and not just want to sit on your phone or go work and smoke a cigarette in a corner or go smoke some weed in the corner. I need you to work. If you want to go chill after I'm done paying, you could do that on your own personal time. But when you're with me, like treat me and respect me as your boss. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be your boss, but I have a business to run. So it's certain things I may have to tell you out of respect to run my business properly, to make it flow properly. You know, I get a lot of phone calls sometimes throughout the day. So if we're not doing things correctly, or if I'm not running the ship correctly, or um, if I'm not saying things, it's like a chef. If you're not keeping your line in order, things are going to fall apart. Orders are not going to get done. Plates are going to get piled up. Food is not going to get cooked. So you got to put steps in place and have a certain attitude um, when becoming I want to say a boss, or being a boss, or have an employee. You could take the boss out of it. It doesn't matter. But having an employee, you know what I mean, you have to have certain steps, certain policies, certain rules in place, because if you don't, things will fall apart. Um, Employees take advantage. Um, the list goes on. It's just naturally to happen because there's no rules in the place. It's like a kid living at their mom and dad house and there's no rules to place. All right, they're gonna eat candy all day, gonna eat junk all day, jump on the couch all day. They're gonna do what they want because there's no rules in place. But mommy said, hey, don't jump on the couch. You can't eat snacks after this time. Kids knows that. They might try to sneak some, of course, but it's rules in the place, you know. And as you keep that tone, that energy, that that same basic, I can't even think of the word right now, but look, I got stumped on the word. But if you keep that same positive energy, man, they're gonna understand and respect that. This is the way that the house goes. But I'm gonna end the live. I kept it a little bit longer because some people was on the live. But I'm gonna say this again: if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Everybody that was in the comments, I appreciate you jumping in the comments and just saying hello, type in back, responding back. Hit the like button, hit the notification button so you can get notified every time I go live. And again, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm gonna end the live now, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you.